Hello, my name is Sarai Estupinan Riano. For this presentation, I will be doing it on Maersk. Maersk is a Danish shipping company. It is an integrated logistics company that offers supply chain solutions for managing shipments and cargo. In this presentation, I will be talking about how Maersk uses counterterrorism technologies to improve their supply chain. I will also be talking about the challenges of implementing such technologies, as well as the strategic advantages to having them. According to Maersk's website and their 2025 company review, Maersk is dedicated to improving life for all by integrating the world. The first counterterrorism technology that Maersk has been found to use is something called blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized digital database or ledger that securely stores records across a network of computers in a way that is transparent, immutable, and resistant to tampering. Blockchain has a chain of custody verification system that ensures that data is stored safely and with integrity. Blockchain also has a system that allows suppliers and customers to have real-time tracking of cargo and shipments. Terrorism groups oftentimes try to hack into order shipments or intercept locations for the shipments, but blockchain prevents documentation fraud and tampering that would be used for unauthorized changes. Artificial intelligence is the second counterterrorism technology that Maersk has been found to use. According to Maersk, artificial intelligence is being used to optimize vessel routing, terminal operations, warehouse logistics, equipment maintenance, and provide real-time visibility. AI is being used more and more by different economies and businesses. AI has the ability to simulate disruptive scenarios. These scenarios could be economical crashes, delayed shipments, or canceled orders. AI has the ability to identify deviations from expected cargo flows, as well as identify tampering of vessel schedules. By being able to identify tampering, Maersk is able to combat artificial intelligence with artificial intelligence. Terrorism groups are becoming more and more technologically efficient, and AI improves resilience against chain supply sabotage. According to Maersk, AI has improved delivery reliability by 80% over the last 6 months. The third technology that the Maersk has been found to use is IoT-based monitoring. According to Maersk, 450 vessels that support thousands of IoT devices have been found in 2025. IoT has a tamper detection ability. It also has real-time condition and location monitoring. These sensors allow Maersk to detect if a container has been opened or moved unexpectedly outside of its defined route. IoT reduces the risk of compromised cargo by simultaneously seeing the risk of equipment failure and compromised cargo. It also supports regulation frameworks. This is a small diagram of the milestones that Maersk has taken in counterterrorism technology over the last few years. We can see that since 2017, Maersk has been working to integrate and implement new counterterrorism technologies within their company. The next part of this presentation, I'll be talking about how these technologies have enhanced different sections of Maersk. The first three sections are logistics, information management, and warehousing. We can see that these technologies have not only improved the day-to-day efficiency of Maersk, but also made it safer with tamper-proof data, more transparent with decentralized ledger for stockholders, which allows stockholders to see exactly how their investment is being handled, and also allow information flow to increase by this transparency. And there have also been AI automated inventory, which allows for faster processing and creates fewer errors. The other two sections that have been enhanced from counterterrorism technologies are sourcing and supplier and customer relationships. These technologies have provided verifiable supplier records that has predicted supplier performance through AI simulations, IoT sensors. They also have provided immutable transaction histories, which allows stockholders and suppliers to see how cargo shipments have been handled in the past. They also have improved supplier and customer relationships because through AI and blockchain, this allows Maersk to anticipate customer needs throughout time. It also ensures that data is transparent to the customer and to stockholders. With counterterrorism, there are certain threats that terrorists have used to try and gain information or steal from companies. These threats include cyber attacks, data breaches, security threats, and supply chain disruptions. Maersk has combated these threats because, for example, in cyber attacks, data cannot be altered autonomously, meaning that data has to be altered directly from Maersk. AI also defends against AI, which is something that I've talked about in the past. This allows Maersk to be ahead of data breaches because terrorists cannot use AI to find data within the company. IoT sensors also have an ability to predict security failures. So this allows Maersk to stay ahead of any security failure that could happen in the future from a terrorism attack. And lastly, it allows Maersk to have safe zones that provide a defensive architecture against terrorism attacks. These technologies make Maersk more visible, predictive, connected, secure, and adaptive. These are the ways that Maersk is strengthening their supply chain resilience. These technologies also allow Maersk to predict, protect, and recover. They forecast risks. Risks could include weather, delays, and supplier issues. They can also detect suspicious activity. This can be done when terrorists try to data breach or steal a cargo shipping. And they allow transparent records for stockholders and customers to be able to give secure information with integrity and trust. In this way, Maersk has strategic advantages against their competitors. In their market, Maersk can be seen as a leader because they are digitally enabled. And competitively, they differentiate themselves from other companies because they are integrating AI, IoT sensors, and blockchain, which makes them more secure and more transparent as a company. According to Maersk, efficiency has increased 30 to 50% since integrating these technologies. This allows Maersk to be more connected and visible to stockholders and customers. Maersk is also able to build the trust of stockholders and customers because of their immutable records and real-time verification data. Although Maersk has made leaps to integrate these counterterrorism technologies, their biggest challenge still remains integration. The reason that this is the biggest challenge for Maersk is because it could disrupt current operations that are outdated in the systems and the softwares. There are also talent shortages between software engineers or IT directors. There's also cultural resilience at times with this new era, not really trusting AI because we don't know much about it. We're learning as we go. And there are also complexities with alignment, whether this comes with stockholders' trust, stockholder investment, customer needs, cargo shipments. Other challenges Maersk faces is cost workforce training. This requires Maersk to invest into infrastructure, software, and skilled labor. With the shortages of IT and data scientists, like I mentioned before, this would require Maersk to find talent outside of their company and also invest more money in order to find that talent. Privacy is also another challenge that Maersk will face. Because all of their information is so transparent and well known, this could limit widespread collaboration. At times, companies want to hide some of their deficiencies in certain areas, but Maersk is making almost everything known to stockholders and other companies that would want to collaborate with them. The last challenge will be interoperability with existing systems. All in all, there are solutions for Maersk in these areas. These solutions could include investment in scalable digital infrastructure. This would allow Maersk to predict the future of their digital infrastructure. This would also create a digital culture within Maersk and its workers. In order to gain trust of collaborators, they need to develop a clear data sharing agreement. This would allow Maersk to build strategic partnerships. And in order to not lose a lot of money, Maersk can have a phased implementation. This would mean that they slowly implement many of these technologies in order to not fully disrupt their cargo flow and company work pace. Thank you for listening to my presentation. These are the references that I used. Thank you very much.